What is up, Pizza? It's Corey Vincent here, and you are listening to Video Game Bang, brought to you by NerdReactor.com and Corsair Gaming. What you're about to hear is not a standard or typical episode of Video Game Bang. Instead, we are going to be replaying our live panel from SacAnime a few weeks back. It was such a great turnout. We were thrilled with the amount of people that showed up and supported the VGB. And we look forward to doing this again at the next SacAnime and many other cons up and down California. So if you missed this one, don't fret. We will be traveling. We're taking this show on the road. We will see you in a city or con soon. On the panel, we had Steven Gutierrez, David Webb, Aaron Carter, and myself, and it was tons of fun. It's a Q&A type session, so get ready for any and everything that these people could throw at us. Lots of interesting scenarios, some weirdos, some very intelligent gamers. Everything in between is all in this episode, so I really hope you enjoy it. We have a lot of stuff coming out of SacAnime as well. Aaron posted a video to the YouTube channel. If you want to watch it, you can go to our youtube.com/thevideogamebang. One video I made will be coming out on Nerd Reactor's website. You can check them out on YouTube/NerdReactor. It's a lot of goofiness, you can call it. Or don't. I'm not your dad. I guess I can't tell you what to do. If you also want to help support the show, you can support us on patreon.com/videogamebang. The studio has taken its toll on the financials, so we are in recovery mode right now. Your monthly donation will go towards helping cover our internet costs. It'll cover our Adobe costs. We're doing a lot more video editing. We're doing a lot of multi-track recording now in Adobe products, so that's where your money will go. If you're already a donator, thank you. You guys are awesome. You're why we do this, and we are going to celebrate you throughout the show as you deserve to be celebrated. But like I said, this is an amazing show. Get ready for it. And if you want to see it live, like I said, keep it locked. We're going to be doing this a lot more often.
Video Game Bang. Welcome to another exciting episode of Video Game Bang. Video Game Bang. Your weekly source for all things video game. Featuring your fearless hosts, Corey Vincent.
I'm pretty much Microsoft and Marvel. The cans are on. It's when ish gets real. People get shot during the day?
And Aaron Carter.
Buy the armor, I equip it, and it's like pink thong. The guy that delivers vending machine items in my job, he could play it right.
Fill up your Mountain Dew and grab your Doritos. It's time for Video Game Bang.
Yeah!
Sacktown, where they lay the Mac down, is according to Tupac. Was that Tupac?
Tupac Shacker?
Tupac Shacker?
Maybe.
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was flat broke, man, I couldn't picture this. We are Sacramento's #1 video game podcast, the Video Game Bang, brought to you by NerdReactor.com. What are you reacting to? That man knows. I am joined by, of course, my very good friend, my co-host, the Golden Voice Gangster, the otaku from Kotaku, the senpai from Grant High, Aaron Carter. You like that one?
I do like that one.
It's very hard. Approval. How do you feel being back at our third SacAnime?
I think it's our third.
Our third?
Third. We've been here 3 times, and it keeps getting better and better.
Hold on, I'm getting another call.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
Is it them again?
Are you guys here? Hello?
Raise your hands. No.
You're about to get the I don't know
Hi,
who you
how's it
are.
going?
Give them their phone.
Good. Would you like to get your phone back? Well, you'll never see it again. No, come to panel room. What room are we in?
306, right?
306.
All right.
All right.
6.
Sorry, guys. This keeps happening. And then, did you do your thing?
Oh, no, I did my shtick.
Okay, he's done.
It's good.
And then we're also joined for the first time by David Webb on the ones and twos.
What's going on, everybody?
Steven, the Goots, Gutierrez.
That's going to stick now, thanks.
It's going to
What's
stick.
going on, everybody? How's it going?
And I'm your host, Corey Vincent, and we are the Video Game Bang. So what do we got, Aaron? We like to do this show. We got giveaways, all right? So there's a line right there with a microphone. I know how it goes in these smaller panels. You guys don't want to get up and stand in the line, but we got free things.
That man
That
knows what
he
we're
knows.
talking about.
He
Yeah.
knows what's going on.
Free stuff.
We should also mention that we are recording this. So this is going to be on the internet, on the line. Well,
Yeah.
That's our hype man right there.
you could replace Steven if you keep that up.
Good Lord.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Get up. We like to do open forum. We ask questions. We talk about video games. Tell us. We got a question already. Absolutely not. Actually, if you ask a question, I don't care. It's on the internet.
So just do it in the form
Yeah,
of a
just
question.
do it in the form of a question.
Like
Come on.
Jeopardy.
We have a volunteer, everybody.
Come on, don't be shy.
So do you just want me to ask the same question?
Is his microphone
Hold on,
on?
his microphone's not on. Sound guy?
Sound guy.
Sound guy?
I can't hear you.
Sound
Sorry,
guy.
in this giant
It's
room.
fine, I understand. Oh, is it
there
on?
he is.
Okay. Should I just ask the same question that I did, or?
No, ask a real question and then
Oh.
your shameless plug. Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Real question for all you guys, I guess, would be what was well, it's like a two-formed question. The first form of it is what was the first time you were introduced to video games, and second was what was the first game you ever played?
Oh, shoot.
Who wants to take that one first?
Uh,
I will. So, the
Never
first
mind.
time I played video games, of course, was just regular old Super Mario 1, because I'm like 400 years old.
Woo! Super Mario 1!
NES for the
Yeah.
win.
But I remember my mother hooking the system up, and then whenever Mario had to get over something, doing this all the time. And she failed every single time. Didn't matter.
Wait,
but
did she fall or did she fall in the game?
she fall, you know, in real life, she
Oh,
would
in real
trip
life,
over.
she would trip
and
over.
fall. It was real. The graphics were really realistic
I
back
died.
then. Like, it's
Ugh.
crazy. But that's not when I fell in love with video games. No, that would happen years later. So I'm a pass. I'm a pass to the next person.
I think my first game was, I don't even know the name of it. If you guys can name it, I'll give you a prize. It was the old baseball game on the Sega Genesis where you play as robots.
Ooh,
I don't know
somebody
what
knows
Sega-
out there.
Somebody got
I
it.
know Nintendo. I don't know Sega.
Oh,
Yell it. Come get your prize, sir. This is an exclusive Disney Infinity 3.0 piece of artwork, concept art, that we got as an exclusive at E3.
Was that at
So we
E3?
can get this to the
Yeah,
gentleman?
that's
we
good,
we
yeah.
stole it.
E3
We stole it.
It's a real deal.
Yeah, but I played that game for hours. I hate baseball. I think it's stupid. But if you put robots in anything, I'll
Instant
probably
hit.
play it.
play.
Robots Gardening Simulator. 10 out of 10. Game of the year.
Yep, there you go. And do your shameless plug and get the heck out of here.
Okay, shameless plug is my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/double-X-Butler. I make countdowns and reviews about
All
video
right,
games. Check
go
it
to
out.
his website.
Plug. Yeah.
Oh, Joey, clap for this man. Clap for this man.
Yeah, damn it,
I got a
yeah.
special prize for this guy.
I have a serious question for you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
We got serious answers.
What's your game of the year so far?
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Fallout 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to come out today.
You played Fallout 4?
And we already know it's going to be better than anything out.
Game of the year already?
Already.
Oh,
It's
Metal Gear. I heard a Metal Gear out there.
I'm gonna say Batman. Batman, the latest one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a contender.
Get behind that.
That's
Yeah.
a contender.
I'm
Show
gonna
me
second
Batman.
Very good.
Okay.
VGB, all right.
Can I
Good
get a little
answer.
show me Batman over here?
Yeah, we get
Jeez.
Batman.
Show
It's not
me
on command,
Batman.
It's a second. Damn.
Not on PC? So you discount it because it's not on PC? Oh, they came out with a patch just recently. And they took it down? Well, PC is terrible anyway.
Just mod it.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. Fix it. Have modders fix it.
Game of the year, Corey?
You see, that's an unfair question. There's
Fall-
so many I can't even choose. But all of them, I'd say Fallout Shelter.
Yep. That's
I've put
pretty.
more hours. I don't care. Okay, other games are better. People put more time and money and budget. I've put pound for pound, minute for minute, most time in a Fallout Shelter. So it wins.
We got Batman.
Yeah, that's game of the year right there already. Yeah.
There's Batman.
All right, next question, right?
Oh,
hold on.
And this guy's prize. Hold
Oh,
on.
yeah.
It's a farming simulator hat. I did. There you go.
There it is.
You know, actually, say what you will about Farming Simulator. The booth babes. Oh, my gosh. All right, let's go.
Can you hear me? Awesome. So I'm an aspiring game designer, and I was wondering what your guys' thoughts on VR was, like modern VR technology. If you had any crazy experiences, whether you think it's going to kick off or just kind of die in the dust. So.
How much time do you have?
That's true.
I just want a prize.
Who's done VR on the panel? Me and Aaron?
Yeah, we've done VR at E3. Yeah.
Yeah, we've done VR together.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, hell of a drug.
Oh my God. You haven't lived until you VR'd. All right.
There's so much
I
wrong
have
with that
one
sentence.
Like
And, oh my
you,
jeez.
I can VR for a good 12 hours.
No.
We're talking about video games.
I played one
not
VR
pornos.
game at E3. No, I played two actually. I played one and I felt so sick. Now, E3 is known for partying, and I did drink a lot the day before. So maybe that's what threw me off. But I felt so. I felt like I rode roller coasters for about 6 hours, and then the next day I did an NVIDIA one where they actually did really top of the line. But it wasn't a game. It was just like pushing you down this really cool alleyway, and then there's like a trash can flying by your head this way, and then there's a girl over here screaming and running this way, and then a giant beast in the middle of the road. It was slick. It was really good.
But here, what's your favorite game?
My favorite game?
Yeah, just any game off the top of your head.
I play rhythm games. Like VR is
Okay.
kind of a ways away.
Could you see something strapped to your head for the amount of time that you play that game, though?
Oh.
That's basically what VR is going to be. So if you can't sit and play a Madden game for a certain amount of time with that on your head, or League of Legends with that on your head, then VR is going to be bright for a little bit, but then go the way of the dinosaurs.
Wow, that's a bold claim,
After
sir.
people break their necks.
Sorry.
I don't think it's for our generation.
No.
I think we're too old. Well, okay, this
No, it's
generation up
not.
here, we're old.
Yeah.
And my eyes are not acclimated. We don't ask those
177
questions.
years old.
177 years old, yes.
Maybe the little kids are going to grow up and VR is just going to be their thing and they're never going to leave the houses, but we're too old.
You
Who we
don't
got?
see the future where everyone's walking around with a headset on?
Probably.
Getting hit by buses,
Yeah,
yes.
probably.
It's gonna be like that movie Surrogates. Everybody's just gonna lay in
Yeah.
bed and like control robots to do everything for them.
Who we got?
Hello. I have a question for someone in here. There's been a rumor that someone has my phone in this room.
Oh, that's you!
Hey!
We found the man.
He got a phone. That's probably the best prize in the whole. We'll get, yeah.
There you go. I love how
problem.
when I first did
If
that
you
little
don't
thing when
stay,
she called, it was a girl,
somebody's
and she
gonna
was like,
tackle you.
I'm freaked out and handed it to the man. I was like, you call this freak, and you deal with him. Thanks for showing up.
What else was he gonna do?
Okay.
Oh wow!
So,
Help
Help
her.
someone be a gentleman.
Fix that mic.
Thank you, guy
Thank
with the
you.
hat. Clap for a guy with the hat.
Thank you. So if you were to be sucked in any video game, what would it be and why?
If we were going to be trapped in a video
Yeah,
game?
you're gonna be trapped in a
Good
video
Lord.
game.
Oh, wow,
and-
that's sadistic.
Oh, that's easy though.
Candy Crush?
Hell no. Have to wait 24 hours just to
Oh,
do
yeah.
anything. The hell's wrong with
I'm
you?
so hungry. You got to wait
Adam
another
lied.
6 hours before you get more candy.
No, you
filled
just ask
with-
for tickets.
Yeah, it's like you be diabetic the whole time. So no. Fallout. I'd have to.
You're a glutton for
I
punishment.
have to live in the Fallout universe and kind of just roam the wasteland. And plus, I didn't see that many black people in Fallout, so I think I'd be unique in that area. So
Raise the ratio. I'd
yeah, no, it's all right.
What you got, Webb?
be Batman. I'd be in a Batman game.
You'd just be a generic citizen, though.
Batman would just punch you in the face.
You'd be the
Eventually.
guy that Batman runs over and pushes, like that random NPC that just
Eventually,
gets knocked
and
over.
then he goes down, and I just snatch his suit, and I'll become Batman.
Said no NPC ever.
Really.
You're the NPC
I'd
of
be
our
like
group.
I'd be like Aaron's unique
Unique?
Batman. Yeah.
The slowest
Such an
Batman
I'd be the
in
one
NPC.
universe. Okay.
All right, let's go down to the
Steven?
goots.
Wow, that's tough. I would probably say farming simulator because guaranteed to eat something.
You're not guaranteed, because if you suck at farming, then it's dirt simulator.
I'm
then.
Mexican. It's in my blood.
Okay.
Wow, T-shirt.
That's good.
Confirms all racist.
Oh,
That's-
Romo.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Okay. What is your favorite console to play on?
Xbox One.
Ooh.
Aaron, why don't you tell him what
Disgusting.
consoles you on?
The Nintendo 64.
There you go.
Yeah.
good one.
Nintendo 64. That man
He
and
knows.
that woman knows what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Cruising down the street in my 6
Exactly.
What about you, Webb?
Webb
don't
is
know why I
over
looked at
there.
Steven.
Webb is over there.
Xbox One. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, because he answered. What do you got, Steven?
Well, I bought the Xbox One, so I got to support it.
I think that's how a lot of us feel in the current generation of consoles. It's
How
like,
many people have Xbox
Jesus.
One in here? Like, how many people have Xbox One?
PlayStation 4?
And then PlayStation 4? Wow, it's more
Whoa!
PlayStation people. Good Lord.
Damn,
Gina.
Gina.
Change my
We,
answer to
you?
PS4.
That woman, thank you, Pam. Thank you.
Is her name really Pam?
I have no idea. That's what I'm talking about. N64. 4 players co-op. That's what I'm talking about. Birthplace of Smash Brothers. Thank you.
GameCube.
Mario Kart. I'm sorry. Are there any games out now that are better than those games? Exactly.
All right. Thank
If
you
I can
so
drop
much.
this mic without me being muted, I would.
I have one more question, but no shameless plug this time.
All right. I like it.
What are you guys' thoughts on Kickstarter games like Ukulele and the Castlevania one, stuff like that?
Spiritual successors?
Yeah, spiritual successors
my
that are
gosh.
Kickstarter.
That are not done by the actual developer.
Again, how much time you got, buddy? I don't. If it was okay, so what's Mighty Number 9 is one of them, right?
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
you're talking about. I don't like the idea of him asking for money for something he could have done on his own, because
Yeah.
I don't think the guy who created Mega Man, which is a hit sensation, right, is hurting for any type of cash. Like, he's got the funds. If he wants to go off and do his own indie project, he can go off and do his own indie project. Asking me for money for that, then, like, yeah, no. I'm not
I
gonna
think
give you
what he
anything.
was talking about, though, with the banjo one, though.
What's that?
Ukulele.
Ukulele.
The thing is, like, they don't have money because.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
I get what you're saying. Like Mega Man, he has like tons of money. He could
Yeah,
have
he's
just done
good.
that himself.
And people have been wanting a new banjo for so long. And it's like,
Yes.
all right, we'll go do it by ourselves.
Except nuts and bolts, but
Yeah.
we don't talk about that one.
I think that one with ukulele is probably what Kickstarter was made for in the
Yes.
beginning. Not sick kids in wheelchairs. It's for getting us video games.
Wow.
Good question.
Yes.
I see some displeasement in the audience
Oh.
with my answer.
Everyone's rolling.
That man.
Okay, let me lay out the scenario. The
Okay.
world's going to hell in a handbasket.
Already is.
And
Oh, continue.
even worse, like zombies, aliens, all that you can think
Donald
of.
Trump, yeah.
So, my question is, you have 3 video game characters to help you survive. Who are they?
Ooh. 3 video game characters to help me survive.
Mario, Luigi, and...
So then you're dead. Dang, that's a tough question.
Steven, what do you got?
I'd probably say Solid Snake.
You're
Oh,
dead.
good one.
Before he turned 90.
Oh.
Damn. Mrs. Pac-Man. Because she's hot.
I do like the bow and arrow.
Hey, who said
That
disgusting?
head got
Oh,
walked
getting up and
away.
leaving.
He said, I am finished with this.
I am out of here.
I don't like
and
fat
Laura
chicks.
Croft from the new Tomb Raider. Yeah.
Actually, that was a really good choice.
That's not bad at all.
Damn
actually.
good choice.
Solid Snake's a man.
Oh.
That is true. Yeah. Corey, you got one?
I'm trying to just think of like, I kind of don't want to pick people that are super overpowered because I want to have some use. I don't want to just be the sandbag that
You're going to be.
Goku is carrying around
I
on
mean,
his
you're
back.
going to be. So, I mean,
Not if I choose correctly.
wow.
Webb, while I think, you go.
Oh man, I was counting on you to answer first. So I can think. Let's see, Mario, because he can eat mushrooms and gain more life.
He's
So
high all the
there's
time.
That.
I mean,
Doesn't matter. He has life.
Okay.
So that's. Oh God. I'm gonna steal Steven's Tomb Raider. And
Thief.
That's it. Just me.
Okay, I'm going to choose The Witcher. He's going to be my muscle. He's going to get things done.
Pretty
people
good
like
choice.
that. The people like that, yeah.
For the brains, I need a brainy person. I'm going to take David Ing over there, sound guy. And I
What video game is
need
he in?
comedic relief, so I'm going to bring Crash Bandicoot. There we go. Prize.
Oh, man.
Disney Infinity 3.0.
Ooh,
Mulan.
All right.
I don't want to throw this at you. I'll throw it at you.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa! I owe that guy
Jesus,
something.
he
Come
killed
see me.
that guy.
That was a good
World
question.
star.
Good question, Raven.
Okay, so you guys, someone already asked the best game of 2015. What's the worst game of 2015?
Oh, man. I haven't played too many really terrible games.
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing was really that
Destiny
bad.
was the last year, right?
Oh, no. Yeah, Destiny was last year.
Yeah.
Destiny was last year.
That rolls over into this year, though.
Yeah, Taken King.
Oh
It's
yeah,
so bad.
Fallen King or
Yeah.
something King, Crappy King. Yeah, Destiny's a terrible game. Anybody
Crappy
still
King?
playing Destiny? You can be honest. We won't throw you out.
Exactly. There's only like...
Really? Why do you still play that game? Can someone who plays it and really likes it come up to the microphone?
No,
We want
yeah,
to tell you your
exactly.
games suck
Yeah.
and offer you alternatives. See, no one even wants to stand up for that game.
Everybody's scared.
I don't
You
think
wanna get
anything
hit.
just yet.
does.
If she does,
Destiny-
no, come up,
She
come
does.
up, come up. Cut the line.
Cutsies
You really brought her up here to tell her game sucks?
Yeah. That's it.
to her face.
Hey, what do you like about Destiny? Why do you keep playing this?
Well, I was a Halo fan.
Talking to the
so-
microphone,
Oh,
sweetie.
sorry. I have a loud voice. You don't need a microphone. I was a Halo fan, so I felt like a lot of the same things rolled over into Destiny, and I liked the multiplayer action. And I'm a girl, so
You just read the back of the box, didn't you?
No.
Literally
I
in the
love
back of the box.
multiplayer action.
No, I actually typically don't like multiplayer unless it's like Halo or Call of Duty or something.
Okay.
And I kind of felt like this did more options for you than what we'd seen before.
Well, you're very
so
sweet.
You're
but your
fine
game
with the
still sucks.
repetitiveness of it?
Huh?
You're fine with the repetitiveness of it?
I was a preschool teacher, so repetitiveness works
Oh,
for me.
okay.
So, you know.
That's
But-
what
Yeah.
she's been
mentally
marketing.
prepared.
Well,
There
they
it
do.
is.
I like that they have special events at certain times, so sometimes you have to really work and put in effort to gain some of the more harder like weapons and stuff. So it's not like just always easily given out.
So you're all about that grind.
But have you played like World of Warcraft beforehand?
I was a game master. Does that count?
What master?
Game master?
Oh,
So
no. That doesn't.
No, it doesn't. You
Doesn't
don't
know what
That
that is.
sounds really impressive, though.
Yeah.
I'll give you
Oh,
that.
okay. Well, game
You should be
mastering-
doing the panel.
Yeah, I know, right?
I am the game master.
Game mastering is when you have a character in MMORPGs and you go around and you kind of help people, or you keep them in check, or you kind of take their items away, make sure
So
they're
a
not
boss.
scamming, or make sure they
That
follow
was
the
my
boss
second
agreements.
guess.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
All right.
That's actually
Give her
cool.
this thing. All right. You had a lot of guts. You got a lot of guts.
So to answer the previous question, worst game, Destiny rolls over into now.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
second that
It
emotion.
was so bad it gets
So
serious.
bad.
Farming
That sounds
Simulator.
fair.
Joey here did a review of Farming Simulator, and god awful.
Is that why he's wearing the hat?
Yes, that's why he's wearing the hat. Yes.
It makes him feel sexy.
All right, man. Thank you for the question. What do we got?
No, somebody's got to help him out.
Help the
Come
guy
on.
out. Come on. Where's our guy with the hat? There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Thank
with the
you.
hat is like a lifesaver.
If you were any Five Nights at Freddy's character, which one would you be?
Five Nights at Freddy's character. Did you see how old we are? We don't play that game.
Not the security guard, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Probably go with the fox. I don't know his name.
Foxy. It's
Foxy,
the easiest.
yeah.
Foxy.
Got to go with
that the-
Foxy.
Was that the
Foxy.
furry and the fox one that screamed that? Okay, he said, no, it wasn't me. Those guys are so nice.
Foxy, yes.
Yeah.
Foxy.
The bear.
Freddy.
Is that his name? Fuck. Why did I just say Freddy?
Name is literally
Because
the game.
So it's Five Nights at his house?
Set up
Yeah.
and be
Five
No,
Nights.
no,
Deal
no.
with it?
You're at like a. You're
He's the boss?
Yeah,
He's
you're at like a
like
Chuck
Chuck
E.
E.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah, he's Chucky.
It's like Chuck E. Cheese?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does this game frighten people for reals? On your phones, or do you guys play it on bigger devices?
On our computer.
Because I can't see playing my phone and be like, oh, shit.
Yeah, the
Okay,
PC.
PC. Okay, that's probably where it's at then.
It's a popular game.
It's a popular game?
Yeah, with the kids.
All right.
Yeah.
And cause
Very.
we got more. Yes, you're doing my dirty work. Look at this cute kid. Hand this cute kid a picture and not get arrested. Look at that beard, people. Clap for the beard.
Yeah.
Took a month to grow that.
It's like, I will never support you in anything you
My
do.
question is, which recent game, 2014 to now, on any PC, it can include VR or computer, would you recommend others to play? And list up to 5 games.
Good
Up
Lord.
to 5 games.
Just
I don't think
five.
he's so demanding.
I don't want to
Five
make
games.
it too long.
Fine.
He's going to Steve Jobs it.
Smite. I would
Okay.
recommend that.
And what do you play it on?
The PC. Or the Xbox One if you have that.
Okay.
But you don't have
Smite?
one.
Yeah,
Anything
Smite.
else?
Doesn't have one.
Arc. I'd
That's-
probably recommend
that's
that
really
one
good.
on the PC exclusive.
Okay,
Look,
Arc.
that man back
He
there.
gets it.
Exactly.
Stegosaurus. That's what we need.
What else is a good one? Project Cars.
If you're a racer?
Yeah, I guess if you're a racer. The car soccer game.
Rocket League.
There we go, Rocket
There you
League.
go.
That one, that is a good one. That is definitely a
Okay.
good one. Was that 4? What was that?
That was plenty.
4. And then Fallout Shelter.
Okay.
Fallout Shelter.
Damn, that's a good game.
Thank you.
No problemo.
Okay, I actually have 2 questions.
Oh, no, we
wow,
only give you
greedy.
one.
Aw.
I'm just kidding.
Go ahead.
First question is, if you were to be stuck with any any game character that just appeared randomly in your room, what would you do?
Ooh.
Wait, what happened?
If you're excuse me, I'm just channeling you. A video game character pops into your room. What do you do with them?
What do I do with them?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna play
Oh,
Magic the
yeah.
Gathering.
Should I keep this
yeah.
PG?
Yeah, that's right. They
Yeah,
are.
PG.
I mean,
So that means male shirt.
I did
off
say
only.
Laura Croft earlier. Don't want to.
Character
tackle
pops
that
up into your room.
youngins.
That's a
Oh, man.
creative ass question. Very
Can
good
I say
job.
Chung-Li and we fight?
She would destroy you.
Yeah, you died.
She
We
probably
gotta
would.
find a new.
She's got man hands.
She's got man legs. What are you talking about? Like she can kick the crap out of me,
Man
but I wouldn't
legs?
dislike it. That's the thing. He knows what I'm talking about right there.
Oh, what's going on? Jay Gist over there. Clap for this guy. He puts on the best video game tournaments in Sacramento for fighting games. Awesome. What do you got, Webb?
Gosh, I
He's
guess
gonna
it would depend on who it is. I mean,
Well, of course it would depend on who it is.
Yeah,
some Five
like-
Nights at Freddy character pops into my room. I'm jumping out the window. I guarantee you that.
I'd do some shrooms with Mario, brother.
Steven,
What?
who's popping in your room and you're doing what with
Oh
them?
yeah, you want me to?
Can you repeat the question?
I plead the fifth.
What are they for fifth? What's number 2?
I would.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, probably. We'll just stick with Laura Croft. You can use your imagination.
He's gonna raid some tombs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it PG.
And the second question?
Yeah. If you were sent to Five Nights at Freddy's, the 4th one, would you survive?
No,
No,
absolutely not.
I would.
I'm fat and slow. So I'd probably
Animatronic,
die.
I'd
That's-
survive. And
yeah,
I'll
it's
tell
just
you
a
why.
no.
I will be the NPC that walks by and never goes inside. I'm not
there
going
you go.
in there. Hell no.
I'd probably just start doing the robot. Hope like he'll pass me.
Just blend in.
Just like I'll probably
Yeah,
die.
no.
I'd die.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't play any of them, so I would probably survive them all because they're stupid animatronic things. I'll kick them in the face. Bam.
He's literally right there in
goddamn,
front
he's
of you.
scary. I could take him. All right.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
That was
popular.
good 2 questions. Somebody?
Give the nice lady a freaking thing. I don't know. But it's exclusive
grabbing
from
things
San
out of a
Diego
bag.
Comic-Con. That's legit. All right, what we got next?
I love the costume.
Oh, yeah. Oh, are you the one I yelled at out there to get off the floor?
Yeah.
And you were the one giving me the crap of like, I'm not going to get off the floor.
I was comfortable.
And here she is.
And here she is coming back.
Here to
What's
yell
up?
at you.
I was wondering what's your favorite video game storyline?
It wasn't that intricate, people.
No, that's a tough question. Is what it is.
Oh, no, easy.
Pokemon.
Mass Effect.
Pokemon Snap.
The Mass Effect storyline 1 through 3 until the ending, of course, but that's a really good storyline. You know what I'm talking about, or you just had a question? No, that wasn't fixed. That was
a piece of duct tape.
That was still, yeah. That was, but Mass Effect, good story from beginning to semi-end. It's about 89% good. No, I'm pretty sure he died. Yeah, and that was it. Yeah,
Why
spoilers.
can't
sorry.
characters
into
just
the
die
Matrix.
anymore, man? Leave them dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Just kill your characters. What Game of Thrones, right there.
Favorite storyline, Webb?
Probably the Tomb Raider, the new Tomb Raider. That was one that I was really hooked on, and not for the reasons that Corey's probably gonna start saying.
I can tell you one I hated, the Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
Wow.
He likes
Oh,
it.
sorry, Scorpion.
Pissing off everybody.
Get over here.
Jeez.
Stay over there, please.
He's gonna come uppercut you.
No, I'm serious though. Like, I love Mortal Kombat storyline as a whole. I was always a fan. That's the reason I chose Mortal Kombat over the other fighters, because I love the movies. Even 2 was okay, and then I thought they did a phenomenal job in 9, and then they come back and give me this bullcrap for X, and then at the end they're like, "Oh, by the way, we're saving the cool story for the next one." You guys know what I'm talking about, huh? Where they save that awesome scene at the end, which is better than 3 hours worth of bullcrap I just played. Bull crap. Sorry.
I don't think you know what that means.
I don't.
Yeah.
What you got, Steven?
The only thing that's popping up is Red Dead Redemption.
Ooh, yeah, that was a good one.
I almost teared.
Yeah. That is
And
actually
then
a very good one.
I shot some buffaloes. That's good.
That was a good one where, I don't want to spoil it. Can I spoil it?
No,
The game has been out for
no.
like 10 years.
No.
If you haven't played it, stamp of approval.
If you don't want it
pick
spoiled,
up.
cover your ears. No one cover their ears. The guy dies. All right? The guy dies.
Those were good, too. The Walking Dead, the Telltale games, yeah.
The
Those
only
are
thing
good.
that pissed me off about those games is there's like certain events that have to happen. Like I wanted to, I don't know if anybody's played it, I'm gonna spoil. Carly pissed me off. I like tried to rewrite history. Couldn't do it. Couldn't save her.
Good.
Tried. I can't.
I think if I have to say favorite, Dragon Age is really good.
No.
Age. What do you mean no? Okay, here's the interesting part. Dragon Age is probably one of the best games ever, in my opinion. And
No.
the only reason he will
Hands
not play
down.
it is because of one minor story adjustment, like in the first one, right?
Yes.
You guys, who's played Dragon Age 1?
Oh, so they all
if you
know how
haven't,
terrible
by the
it
next
is.
year we come back, you put your hands up when
What's
I
up
ask
with
the
those
question again.
controls?
Yeah.
Am I right? Come
It's strategic. Anyways,
strategic crap.
there was a part where to join the Grey Wardens, you have to drink the fluid of this god's sweat or something like that. And then
That's
if you
disgusting.
don't die, you join the
It's
Grey
disgusting.
Wardens. A guy, he's like, I have a family and kids. I
Yeah.
can't do this. And he
Uh-huh.
decides to run away, and then they murder him. And Aaron's like, well, if they're really
So,
good guys, why would they do that?
I'm going to join the murderers. Silence, yes. No.
You knew
no.
what he signed up for.
No.
Yeah, you can't draft dodge.
No.
Muhammad Ali.
The first guy drank it blindly, died. The second guy was like, yeah, no, I got wife and kid to go take care of. I can't do this. Why not just let him go?
But it was important to him because he would not play anymore.
I literally turned the game off right there.
You did.
It was done.
Question.
Who the hell is he going to tell? His wife and kids? Is that what's going to happen? Well, not
He's
anymore.
going to post it on his blog.
Yeah, he's going to do a podcast about it all of a sudden? No. So it's just like, oh, okay, the innocent guy wants to get away. No, we can't let that happen. Let's kill him. And then the third guy who just saw one guy die from drinking and another guy just get killed by his friends. We're just cool with that? Oh, yeah, now I'll drink
Thug
the blood.
life.
Yeah, see, no, yeah. But
That's how you get to be
the
on.
writer made it to where, okay,
We got another
because
question. I
of
like this. After.
you're the player, you survive no matter what. You have no choice.
That would be a shitty game if
That's stupid. Why couldn't I choose
Game
not
over.
to drink it, and then a whole nother storyline of them hunting me down or something like that?
Yeah.
I might as well. I think I will.
Let's take that question over there.
I think I will
Push
make
the
my own
mic
game.
over. Then obviously you get a quest to kill the
Who's
guy.
gonna believe him? He's drunk.
Thank you. One, he's drunk. His life is he's probably going through some type of midlife crisis anyway. That's why he joined
We're
them.
putting way too much thought into this guy's
All right,
life.
next, yeah.
And
'Cause
come here
he's
for a little
dead.
SpongeBob toy for you. A little
That's
plankton.
awesome.
This is life-size
Why do we-
plankton, actually. There
Why
you
do we
go.
lead with that?
Huh?
That's a good gift.
That's grand prize material
Hey,
right there.
you know what?
Knowing your opinion on Kickstarter, what's your opinion on Shenmue 3?
Is it ever going to come out?
They kickstarted it. So
Kickstarter made $1 billion
Probably
in
not.
24 hours or something like that.
I didn't get to play the first two on what was it, Dreamcast? Is that what it came out on? I've heard good things. I've seen not good things. So I don't know. I guess I'll play it when it comes out. But
Social media is a weird place because I followed this thing on Twitter who, it was their life goal to get a new Shenmue. Every single day I'd go onto Twitter and see a new thing, like fan art. It's like, Shenmue's going to come back. And finally, when they made this big announcement at the E3, and they're like, Shenmue's coming back, bitches, and you guys got to pay for it, they flipped out. I was like, oh, God, I can't wait to see their tweets. They're probably so happy. They raged so hard. Oh, it looks so stupid. It's not the way I pictured it in my brain.
That's what I
Are you
expected.
excited for it?
I haven't played Shenmue. I just think it's crazy that they put
And that's the problem.
put so much money in Kickstarter for it.
It's like $5 million, right? Or something like that.
I think they raised like $3 million in 2 days.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. So with that money, you should make like a HD remake of the old ones to catch people up that haven't played it. Well, it's been like
HD
20
remakes?
years.
Isn't there enough of those?
Known as a
Yeah, but see,
Dreamcast
that's
now.
a long period of time though. That's like
Because he hasn't played it,
15
right?
years,
And
yeah.
you're what, like
I'm
13, 15?
Then just go buy a
Somewhere
Dreamcast,
around there?
kid.
I'm 16.
16? Well, I was YF. But
He was just a thought when that game came out.
it
There's a glimmer in his daddy's eye.
somewhere else.
Also, who's the best Smite god?
Ooh.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thor.
No, not Thor.
Yeah, he is. That escape with that hammer. Bam.
If you had to choose anyone, I guess for beginners too, people that are like masterful at the game, I would probably say Ymir, and just freeze everybody for like 5 minutes, and then
I like Scylla.
Scylla's pretty good. Scylla's pretty good.
She's creepy.
Wow, you can tell who the League of Legends
mother
jerk
kid.
is.
Good question.
That's good questions. Next.
Hello.
Hello.
I got a bit close there. So is it safe, before I start my actual thing, is it safe to assume at least half of you are Metal Gear fans?
50%?
Fourth.
So just
25.
you?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well,
So
are we all at
25%.
least aware of what's going on at Konami with Kojima and all that?
Oh yeah.
With
yeah,
him
yeah,
leaving
yeah.
and everything?
Huh?
Was he? Did he leave or was he?
He left and got fired essentially.
How does that even work?
The story.
It's kind of like I'm
varies.
gonna leave. They got
He wanted
upset,
to-
fired him.
No,
Yeah,
you're not
exactly.
gonna leave.
He
We're gonna
wanted to
fire you.
leave, and Konami was like, "No, we're getting rid of you."
Oh, okay.
So, I wanted to actually talk a little bit about. I guess I'm gonna have to talk directly to you, man.
Wow.
So,
All right, screw us.
Face. Get out of here.
you remember how everyone was really upset with Ground Zeroes, how they were saying it was a demo and stuff?
Yeah.
So I've started to think that Ground Zeroes might have been Kojima's big middle finger to Konami for a few good reasons. I think he knew he was going to leave Konami, and they weren't going to let him publish any games with his name on them ever again. So he released Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes so he could say, I released Metal Gear Solid 5 with my brand on it. And
It's a pretty good theory.
and a
You're
reason
it's a
behind
conspiracy game bang.
Hold on. And a reason behind this is if you play through it and you get to the extra missions, Deja Vu and Jamais Vu, you get a rifle with a black light on it that erases logos like the one that Skullface had.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And when you erase, I think 2 of the old Metal Gear games that Kojima was directly involved in, Kaz pops in and says, you can erase the emblems, but you can never erase the memories.
Wow.
I've actually seen a video of somebody doing that on the YouTube, of course.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so
so I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
when I actually, like, beforehand, you play it, it's just something in the background, it doesn't really matter. But after all this stuff played out with Konami and him kind of having this falling out, I just kind of looked back on that and thought, he knew it was coming, that bastard.
He likes to foreshadow a lot of his stories, so his life is probably no different. He saw it coming and did all that stuff in his games, and then we saw how it played out.
If he doesn't end this question, I guess, and that's just a theory, a game theory. You're talking to the
I'm
wrong
not
guys. You
going
gotta
to.
find
I'm
that
not ga-
guy.
I'm not game theories. Anyways, you know what? I'll end this in a question. What do you think of the change from David Hayter to Kiefer Sutherland?
At first I was upset because Hayter's been a staple of the Metal Gear franchise this whole time. But as playing the game, I like it. I like Kiefer. He did a good job. But I'm still I haven't beat the game yet. I still have hope that we'll hear his voice in a cameo of Solid Snake or something. That's my theory. Is at the end you'll see Snake infiltrating Mother Base.
I know.
I haven't beat it, so I don't know. Don't quote me on
Neither
that.
have I, but David Hayter's been denying all
Well,
participation in the
Kojima
game.
denied that he was going to come out with another game, so.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just, that's so suspicious. He doesn't do that.
He's
Anyways, I'm done.
All right, give this man a shirt.
Good question.
Here you go.
I think about 3 o'clock.
All right.
I have a question about horror games. Which horror games have you played, and which one is your favorite out of all them?
Horror games.
Can I answer first?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Dead Space 1. It's probably when I first played. I don't like horror games at all. For one, I get creeped out. I can't even play Friday Nights at Freddy's. Don't shoot me. But yeah, Dead Space 1, I was able to play the whole thing through, and I almost pissed my pants like 40 times. So good playthrough. The other ones kind of ventured out of that scary horror genre, but number 1's a must play. It's good.
There's only one right answer to this question.
Yeah, you're right. Resident Evil.
Nope.
2.
Nope.
Raccoon City Tales.
No.
Did I butcher that? Was it Raccoon
Yes.
City?
Is it
Yeah, it was pretty
Silence?
No, it's
Raccoon City Stories.
A game on the GameCube came out a long time ago called Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. Thank you. They had like a sanity meter that would play with your game. You would think flies were going across the screen. Your game shut down. You thought you lost all your data, and you'd freak out, and then it'd scream back at you like, what the hell? Your head would
That's
explode
awesome.
randomly. Like, it was by far one of the most scary. And then it had like all this H.P. Lovecraft type of connection with it, and I had to turn it off a couple of times, only because I had to go to the store. It wasn't because I was scared.
He had to change his underwear.
But then when I came back, I played with the lights on, and then so yeah.
What about that Silent Hill demo that was like a giant tease to the face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully they fully go through with something like that, but I think the whole
That was
motivation
scary.
with that is lost. I think they're just done. Webb, any horror games you play?
I don't like horror games.
All right.
The closest one would be Thunderman. That was the only one I played.
Thanks for the question.
This is I never heard of Video Game Bang, so I decided to come check you guys out.
Thank you.
'cause,
Thank you.
I love video games, and I was wondering, have you heard any rumors about the new Mass Effect Andromeda? I mean, I played 1 through 3 of Mass Effect, and I decided to stop midway through Mass Effect 3 because I did not want to do
Smart.
the ending.
No.
I just made up my own ending.
Finish the game. Finish the game.
No, don't finish it.
I want Garrus and Shepard to stay together forever. And,
Andromeda is going to be completely different, though. You know that, right?
Yes.
Like, none of those characters. It's
gonna be
going to be a
RTS.
whole new. Yeah, no, it's going to be a whole new thing. But I don't know. You still got to finish. You got to finish. And as hard as it's going to be, I guess, to lose your favorite characters, if they do, because you can kind of control some of that. You got to finish the story at least.
I'm a perfectionist. I gotta do every single mission, get
Well, then,
enough
yeah.
the points, get the perfect ending.
You'll get a decent ending.
Decent.
Yes, you'll get a decent ending.
And for the remake of Mass Effect series for Xbox One,
Mhm.
do you know if they're gonna create you know they have Dragon Age Keep?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I get tired of playing Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 just to start a whole new game and new characters and everything. I get tired of that. So I just hoping, are they making like something like that for the Mass Effect, old Mass Effects?
I haven't heard anything about an HD remake yet for it, for the latest consoles. But yeah, it's still
Wow, but
kind of
these
too
HD
soon.
remakes
And
of
they
games
may
we
be
just got over.
They may be still just like focusing on Andromeda right now.
They
trying to
may not because
Prize.
of the
Dang it.
the
No, not you.
backwards compatibility. So you'll be able to play Mass Effect.
Dang, that was the most mean. Just take your prize and get the heck out of here.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Hey, I'm up here.
Hi.
What's up?
Nice to see you guys
Back
again.
again. Hey, what's
so,
up?
Nothing much.
How you been? Since we saw
Well,
you
you know,
last week.
just
How's your
been
mama?
too busy, you know. So my question is something I kind of ask a lot of panels, but it's interesting to get different perspectives. How do you feel about women in video gaming, such as developers, voice actors, their characters that they're playing?
Inferior, all of them. No.
Wow.
That's not quite where I'm getting at.
Okay.
As you see a lot of games with women as protagonists or antagonists, they're very sexualized, or they're not wearing appropriate costumes for the things that they're doing. You know, like they're killing zombies in a miniskirt and a tank top with their boobs flying out.
That's protection enough.
That's not realistic.
I'm just saying the bitch needs to invest in a pair of jeans or something. So my question is how do you feel about the change in the voice of women saying that they want to see more women in these characters like represented more fairly or not so sexualized? Like, what's your view on women in video games? Like, I notice you guys don't have a female panelist.
Oh, no, yeah,
you know, so.
She's right here. She was offered to be on, but
She was shy.
scared. She's shy.
Aw.
Say hi, Larissa.
Hi, Larissa. It would be amazing to get your input on some of this stuff because I think women have a different
Do you want
view
to
on
get a
some of it.
microphone real quick?
Come on down.
Larissa, everybody.
I'm okay with the whole sexualized thing of women in video games, which I'm totally fine with, but I also support the role of women being the strong character. I prefer to play video games with women lead characters, but I'm okay with kind of both if the story's good. I just feel like they need to put out more games with substance and time, whether they're male or female, don't really care much. I just want a game that I pay for that's worth it.
Well, I guess my take is like we have like, which I loved Bayonetta, but that's like the biggest thing that I can like factor in is that when she's doing her super moves and all the stuff, her clothing is her hair and she's flying around naked.
Yes.
So why don't we have an option with guys that do the same thing? Like if we're going to sexualize women, why don't we sexualize men and make it equal? I don't see a problem with sexualizing it as long as it's equal across the board.
Have you
And I'm
seen a man's body?
I'm not
It looks
seeing-
like this.
Okay, but
That's
you're
what
not
you
gonna
want doing. As good as you're gonna get.
But you also see a main
When
character.
Honda does his move, you want that skirt flipping all the way up.
Why not? I mean, like,
Hanging
I
down.
no one wants to see flying balls, but just saying, you know, why not equally sexualize
I think-
men and women?
I think
Well, when
if
you look
you
at it though, when you look at the main male characters in all of the big video games, they don't look like any of us on the panel.
Well,
they
don't
always
like
got
being
like a
black.
six-pack.
Six-pack Joe.
They're probably
Yeah.
good looking.
So that, I mean, what he just said. it
Meet
kinda-
lots of girls.
It has to kind of change from the top point. So the developers are all a lot of male, and their audience, what they think their audience is, that age between 12 to 35-year-old men. So what do they, majority of them, like? They like Bayonetta's hair to go away and her clothes to be not existent.
So
So
I guess
if there were female developers from a female perspective, they would most likely put more of that, you know, strong female presence in there. Because to me, like, you have Tomb Raider, but that's still kind of from a guy's perspective of what he thinks.
Well, it was written by
No,
it
the new
was
Tomb
written-
Raider
it
is
was
so
written
much
by a
better.
woman.
Yeah.
But is that from a woman?
Yeah, it was written
Yeah.
from a woman. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why it did so well is because at least she's addressed appropriately for her tasks.
Yeah, well, not that appropriate.
Some of those
Enough.
death scenes kind of border a little
Still
weird,
kind of-
but you know, other than that, it's
But that was
pretty
just,
legit.
yeah, she just, I don't know. That's a
Camille
little hating.
Leddington.
But they, I mean, because you have female developers like, what's her name for the Assassin's Creed?
Jade Raymond.
Jade Raymond. And, I mean, I don't know what her influence on any female characters were in Assassin's Creed, but, I mean, there weren't a lot of overly sexualized, unless they were
Right.
like prostitutes or something like that.
Well,
you know,
I'm not
but-
saying all of them. I'm saying there
Uh,
is kind of a trend moving towards that. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
much
Oh, yeah.
needed. But compared to how it used to be and now, how do you guys feel about the trend?
Well,
Do
the
you-
best
do you
female
think it
gaming developer is
positive
clearly
or-
Zoe Quinn.
It's positive.
She's awesome.
Yeah, it's
It's definitely positive. It's just going to be a longer process to get equal, if anything, if we can get to that point, you know. But it's definitely, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't, you know, care to see all that go, because there's always going to be those games that if I do want to go back to that type of stuff, I got that library already, so there it
It's-
is.
it's been done,
It's
so-
in my closet or under my bed or whatever, you know.
All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, get that lady a prize.
Go, take the mic.
Okay.
Now you gotta freestyle.
Question number 2. I wanna be a YouTuber. I do record videos, but they suck. So what desktop, microphone, headset, and recording software would you advise?
Corey, that's all you. And David.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what was the question?
How to be a better YouTuber, equipment,
Oh,
software.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money to up your game, but if you can sound good and look decent, you already set yourself so far above a lot of the other people doing it. So, affordable things are like Snowball by Blue. That's a super good microphone for a budget, for just USB. And then for a camera, the Logitech C90s, super cheap now. You get it for like $60, full HD quality. It's what we use in our new studio. So I would definitely do that. But you'd want to look good, you want to sound good, and you got to interact with them peoples.
Yes, social interaction is definitely like if somebody leaves one comment on your video, write them back. You know, like if they said, "Oh, you suck," like, "Hey, thanks, thank you, thank you."
We had when we started early off in our podcasting career, kind of. We did something, and we were pretty dumb when we first started. We're still really dumb, but we were really dumber. And we kind of called out PC gamers. And that was a big mistake because you guys are very mean.
That was not a big mistake.
You guys are very mean on the internet. I'm sorry.
I don't give a shit.
So we called them out a little bit, talking about consoles versus PCs and kind of playing devil's advocate, and they came at us hard. Shut your face.
We recorded on an N64.
You got a question? There's a mic.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Wait,
So
what you
many
got?
memory cards.
64 of them, to be exact.
So then the answer to the question is get with that guy there in the suit, and you guys can make videos together.
He's wearing a suit.
And
He's
just,
got to know everything.
just keep making videos,
prepared.
no matter what. If you feel like you're not doing anything, it's not working, just keep making videos. Sooner or later,
Yeah.
you're going to make one that hits. And people are just going to be like, you know what? Hey, look at this. And you're going to spread like wildfire. So just keep at it.
We made this community angry, and they kind of fired on us. Like, it was very nasty. And I'm like, oh, God, should we quit? I'm never going to do this again. I'm done. My feelings are hurt. I'm sensitive. And Aaron jumps on Twitter. He's like, give me the Twitter. That was my Aaron impression.
That was the worst.
Give me my Twitter.
What is he, Rocky Balboa?
That's perfect.
Hey, yo, Corey, give me the
So
Twitter.
he gets on there, and he just starts replying to everyone. Like, he does not care. This guy has no shame. I'm a sensitive little girl. He's just numb to insults.
It was
Maybe
a bunch of like your mom jokes.
Oh, there was a lot of your mom jokes. And
he lost, but if you ask
lost.
him, he won.
Oh, no, I didn't lose whatsoever. How dare you?
He lost.
I had like 50 tweets at me, questioning my intelligence and my mother's, private
Integrity.
bits. And I just said PC gamers suck compared to console gamers.
That's
Yeah,
all he
you
said.
Do you see how there was gasp
He
in
said,
the room?
he said there's only 15 PC gamers in the world, and they all work at Dell. That was the quote.
So in my defense, I've
Wasn't even a good computer
In
company.
my defense, I've met 8 of them, of the 15, and they all confirmed, yes, we work at Dell. So when they got online, it was like, oh, you're stupid, Aaron, and all this type of stuff. I was like, well,
That was a nice one, actually.
I mean, they opened the door, so I had to walk through it and talk to every single. But yes, talking to people, what he was trying to, even if they say bad stuff, still talk to them. I mean, they're not going to come to your house.
You guys keeping up with the Jimmy Kimmel stuff? Anybody see all that? Strong feelings out there. Do you guys think he was wrong, or do you think he was right? If you guys think he was wrong, raise your hand.
So Jimmy Kimmel kind of did
you think
this
he was
thing
right,
where he
raise
thought
your hand.
people watching video
Nobody
games,
cares.
like on Twitch and stuff like that, were that was a dumb concept and stuff like that. So he kind of said they were idiots and all that type of thing. And
Well, yeah,
the
he's-
internet
yeah.
replied back how the internet replies back to things, and
Pretty much told him to get cancer and
get
die.
cancer,
I was
AIDS.
like-
Yeah, they told him, a whole bunch of death threats, and so
He said, "Don't start your car in the morning." I think is one of them.
yeah, it's a lot of that type of stuff.
So his driver started it. That was,
Yes,
that's
that
what
was-
happened.
May he rest in peace.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, so hello.
Is that an eye patch you're wearing?
Yeah, yeah.
Seems exhausting.
I've been wearing it the entire con. I'm used to it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, my question is like, what is the weirdest, most odd game you've ever played? Like borderline, not really disgusting, but like weird. It's just like hard to play because it's so.
Oh, hard to play. Oh, okay. My mind
Because
went
it's
other
odd.
places.
It's like, why was this
Um,
made?
Ooh. So there was this pigeon dating simulator game.
I know that game.
Yes, and I see that we have some pigeon daters in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
That is a weird game.
And I would say that's probably the weirdest one because when you get rejected by a pigeon, that's pretty.
It hits home?
That hits home, yeah. It's just like, well, I might as well go jump off a bridge somewhere if I can't even get with a pigeon. Good Lord.
Go for the
See, I didn't even go for
Eagles are easy, bro.
We can't all get eagles.
My sights weren't that high, so I was trying to shoot low for the pigeons, but
My friend had a crush on the blackbird.
really?
Yeah, that's who she was going
Well,
for.
yeah, it's
See, the biggest of the Blackbird.
Yeah. The blackest of the
Once you
blackbirds.
go
yeah.
Blackbird, you don't go back.
Any strange games you guys play? Can you beat pigeon dating?
I know. Surgeon
can't.
Simulator is pretty weird. But no, I can't beat pigeon dating.
I can't. Yeah, I'd say probably the weirdest would be
You know,
Octodad.
one I want to play
That was
is
a
I
weird
Am
game.
Bread.
I Am Bread seems pretty cool.
That seems
yeah.
kind of weird, so I want to play that.
If you need a name for the pigeon dating simulator, it's called Hatoful Boyfriend.
Hato
Hatoful?
Hata hole?
Hatoful.
How to hold?
Full.
How
Like
to hold a
full
pigeon.
of
Where
like-
to
like full.
bowl?
Hato, Hatoful.
Whack-a-mole?
Yeah.
Have to full.
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay,
All right.
Whack-a-mole dating simulator. Check it out.
I would play it though, guys. It was actually entertaining.
It
Smoke
looks
a bowl. Let's go play it.
That's no, that is definitely not it.
The views of
Thank you.
Corey Vincent
Thank you.
Next.
reflect video game bang.
Thank you. I'm a PC gamer.
Ooh.
So now you know 9. And I love Destiny. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I've never played Destiny. It looks like crap, though.
Yeah.
So I was kind of late to the game, and recently I played Bioshock Infinite. Finally played the game. Oh, no, don't clap. Actually, no, this goes right to the point. So was ready for like the best game in the world, right? It's like 99.9 on Metacritic or something
But
ridiculous.
89%, yeah.
And maybe it was because I just finished Bioshock 2 because I kind of played them all straight through. I was so unimpressed with everything but the story, which I admit was, pretty good, above average. But the gameplay sucked. Running around looting trash cans to basically be able to play the game and get, stuff was, basically a 5-hour game that's just stretched out by looting trash cans.
He's like, we did that in Streets of Rage years ago.
So my question is, and you can comment whether you think I'm totally wrong about Bioshock Infinite, but what game have you played that's similar to my experience recently, was like everybody loved, but you just were like, don't think it was crap, but you're like, this is like a 7 out of 10. This is not a, thanks.
That would be Deadlight for me.
Dying Light.
Dying Light, yes. Dying
Yeah,
Light.
we were playing that game together. I'm like, dude,
they were
this
all
is so
loving
cool.
it.
He's like,
Yeah.
I'm not impressed.
That I couldn't.
That's my Aaron.
I couldn't stand it for some reason. I was like, I've done this before. Kill a zombie here, run there, and I'm kind of over it.
What about DayZ? You getting another one?
I don't get survival survival zombie games. Like I'm just supposed to exist. Like
Yes, and survive.
Duh. I exist already. Why would I want to go and do that?
Because you're better in the game than you are in real life.
Now, if there was like an army of zombies coming at me in DayZ or something like that, then I can see. But I see a zombie in that game like every 5 years, and it's just like there's no threat here. Why am I doing this?
He doesn't like Walking Dead either, so go ahead and boo this man.
Don't even get me started
Boo him.
on that piece of crap.
Yeah, no, Walking Dead, I quit.
Thank
It's
you.
crap. It's a crap
Thank you.
show.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly.
Why don't you like Walking Dead?
Because it's the same thing every season. They
Yes.
they find sanctuary. It gets messed up. They do it again. Exactly. And
And
they
you
have
can
a
watch
quota.
the first like 3 minutes of the episode and the last 3 minutes, and that's the
You
whole
got
episode.
the whole season, yeah. And then I don't like the fact that they have a quota of black people and they have to rotate them out every single.
No, we got way too
season.
many. Time to kill one.
It's just
The
like, oh, we
correct
got
term
4.
is how do you wanna kill
them
this
all.
one,
We
guys?
can't have 4 of them out there. Let's go in and shoot that one in the face. All right, let's go next.
How about a revolving glass door?
Like,
That'll
what
get
was
rid
his
of
name?
him.
Malcolm in the Middle, or not Malcolm in the Middle?
No,
what was his
Everybody
name?
Hates Chris.
Everybody Hates Chris. I literally called his death as soon as he got introduced on the show. I was like, well, he's dead. And
I was telling him, no, dude, he's going to last. He's going to last. And then as soon as they were like, he's going to be a construction worker someday, I was like, oh, he's dead. He's dead.
give them hope and then take it away.
They
That's
gave him
the
a-
whole thing
they
for the
gave
show.
me a reason to care about him.
And it's like, I'm not going to watch that season in, get my hopes up, and then boom,
It's like life motto.
That's
Give 'em
dumb.
hope and
like,
then take
no.
it away.
So yeah, Walking Dead can go. And then this new one, what is it? Fear the Walking Dead?
Fear the Walking Dead? Yeah.
Well,
For what? For what? Why am I going to watch
Because you
how...
got to see how it all started, man.
Why? I know exactly where it's going. There's going to be zombies. The zombies win.
Spoiler alert.
So if you watch Fear the Walking Dead and you think humans win, or like, oh yeah, they're going to win, let's root for the humans, they're not winning. Why?
You see the chaos unfold.
What's going to be different? No. That
That's
is it.
actually true. And it's
So,
like for 4 episodes, then it's post-apocalyptic
so what he
again.
described, you don't even have to watch it anymore. He just described it. Do you have a favorite character on the new one? He's dead already. He's dead already. Called it right now.
Yo, in The Walking
Dead.
Dead, though, he is.
He lied to you.
What do you want,
He
man?
lied to you.
You want to kill characters or not kill characters? Because you're confusing me.
He lied to you. They're gonna have a child. It's gonna die. Next story. Sorry to spoil the party, everybody. Thank you for the question, though. Thank you for the question, though.
All right. So, have any of you played World of Warcraft?
Yes.
Yes.
World
Okay.
of Warcraft. Yes.
What is your least favorite expansion?
Least favorite expansion?
All of them, because I had to buy them.
Bears.
Yes,
Pandas.
the Mist of Panda Bears.
Mist of
yes.
Pandaria.
The Mist of Panda Bears.
Mist of Kung Fu
The Mystery
Panda.
Warlords
Pandas.
of Draenor, just
You didn't like the Warlords of Draenor?
no.
Well,
Yeah, they're coming out with Legion. They're bringing back Illidan.
the only reason why I would say I can tolerate those, even though they're like kind of time traveling and it gets all weird. I didn't like pandas because to me pandas don't seem to fit in that world. It seemed like there was one panda already and everybody was like, oh, we need pandas in the game, and then all of a sudden Jack Black is on board to do the next expansion for the rest of it. So if they were maybe less played down pandas, and maybe we had like a different race that seems to fit in there instead of pandas.
Like black bears?
Black bears might have worked.
Black bears? The black bear expansion.
But yeah, Mr. Pandaria was probably the one I liked the least. Lich King was good though.
Lich King was my favorite.
Yes, there we go.
Clap
There
for
we
the
go.
Lich King.
One man. All right. But I quit way before all that stuff anyway. Yes, I did. Yes.
Okay, so what would your favorite first-person shooter game be?
Halo.
Terrible.
Next question.
Halo? No, not next question. There's I got to go back to Nintendo again with Perfect Dark. That's my. At least we have two people. All right.
Yeah. Better than GoldenEye.
It was better than GoldenEye.
Whoa.
Whoa, let's have a debate
Hold on,
here, people.
hold on.
Let's not divert to chaos.
Hold on.
We're not
Throw a
Kung Fu
chair.
Pandas.
Chaos.
Hold on. Because to even compare,
I'll be on the side of GoldenEye. You be on the side of Perfect Dark.
you've already lost then. So Perfect Dark has everything that GoldenEye had and more.
No.
Yes.
Without Odd Job.
So I don't understand how you can say that's like saying, "Oh, I got cheese in my hand," and it's like, "Oh, I got cheese and crackers." We're like, "Oh, okay."
And
What?
Perfect Dark didn't look blocky.
Kind of it did, but it was still a good game.
Can you karate chop in Perfect Dark?
You can karate chop. Can you disarm
Okay.
in GoldenEye? Can you disarm in GoldenEye? That's a no. That's exactly what.
That's
that
all you
is.
could do.
All
I would
right.
just run up to people.
Perfect Dark, though, to answer the doctor's question.
Oh.
I know who you are.
Okay, I'm gonna ask one more question because I have to go.
Okay.
My question is, with indie games now being much overshadowing even some AAA games, what would you guys say for each of you is your favorite indie game?
Ooh.
Oh, God.
And then
Why is that a
silence.
thinking question? Jeez.
Do you
Well, I
know
don't have
many
one that
indies?
just jumps off the page. I'm really excited about an indie game coming out.
What
yeah,
is it?
no, it's a tough one.
Eon Alter looks like it's going to be a really good
That
game.
does look like it's going to be a very good game when it comes out.
I know my favorite indie game off the top of my head.
But that pigeon game, though.
Oh, that was an
game,
indie?
though.
I thought that was EA.
Goat Simulator.
I wouldn't put it past EA to release that.
I might have to give that one the old.
You'd have a
seal of
pigeon game
approval.
every year.
Yeah.
I think indie games. Man, what's my
Cough,
favorite?
cough, cave story, cough, cough.
One that really
Cave
kind
Story
of
was
freaked me
good.
out was damn it, what's that one?
Shovel Knight?
No, it wasn't Shovel Knight. You know what I'm thinking. Come on, just tell me.
I don't know what
Just
you're
keep
thinking.
listing them. I'll tell you.
I like.
yes or no.
Okay, when did it come out?
I like
I don't know.
1001 Spikes.
That was good. That was good.
1001
Binding
Spikes.
of Isaac.
1001 Spikes
Are-
was fun.
are-
That was
oh wait,
entertaining.
Super Meat Boy, Binding of Isaac, are either of those?
Super Meat
Yeah.
Boy? No, I did like that one.
I didn't play Binding of Isaac either.
Oh, I did.
Yeah,
It's
I didn't
awesome.
get to play that.
Next. So heard.
Okay,
Ready?
well, bye.
I can't even think of.
All right. Thanks for the
an indie
question.
game.
Great
problem.
Thank you.
Okay, so first thing, I've never heard of you guys. You guys are cool and you guys are funny, so thank you. You guys are awesome. So
you.
I have two-part question since a WoW question got asked. For you who are keeping up with the game still, what do you think about them with Legion and bringing back Illidan Stormrage along with bringing the Demon Hunter class to be playable? So thoughts on that?
I think the Demon Hunter class, because a few of my friends, I've gotten out of the game. Like, I haven't played that in so long. But I know it seems like it's one of those things where they're scared of it because they're screaming outside.
It's a riot. Those two guys fought over it.
It seems like one of those things that's just to draw people back in to the game. Like, oh, you've put it down for a while. Hey, we got a new class for you to play. But you can only be dwarfs or something like that. Yeah. So we'll see how it all turns out.
Okay, for the second one, for the side of AAA horror games, how do you guys feel if you've played, seen, or heard of Until Dawn for the PlayStation 4?
The horror game, right?
Yeah.
What's her name? The
Hayden
actress
Panettiere?
Hayden
Hayden Panettiere.
I played for that. I mean, there's a bathtub scene in it.
Yeah,
so.
they picked a good scene to like say, hey, you want to play this game with Hayden Panettiere? She's in a bathtub.
So I mean, that's good.
So, yeah. Yeah,
I know. Why wasn't there
Where's
a guy?
that
in
girl
the
at?
Like I
bathtub?
said,
Yeah.
do you want to see this in a bathtub?
Shh,
that's our secret.
But do you think it's cool that they added the whole butterfly thing effect where your choices actually do matter?
Well, to be seen, because if you ask Telltale, they'll tell you that in our games your choices matter. They don't
do
matter
they?
for nothing.
Couldn't
Everything's
save
free.
Carly, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. See,
I don't know. Yeah, you have
Looks
to like.
good.
if you want your
play
choices
it.
to matter, play Dungeons and Dragons. Like, God.
There you go.
Until they can nail it in a video game, like Eon Alter might, going back to that indie game.
They might.
They might.
But
But
most likely
play
not.
D&D. It's just gimmicks.
Thank you.
Yep.
So, Assassin's Creed Syndicate's coming out soon, and I'm just wondering, do you guys feel like Assassin's Creed Unity kind of ruined the series with how buggy it was when it first came out?
You could have the best game in the world, 10 out of 10, put all the best voice actors in it, have $1 million budget, and then if it comes out the first day and it's buggy like Unity was, or even the Master Chief Collection was, or that one stretch, it's like nothing came out working. You might as well just jump off a bridge.
Yeah, I'm still finding bugs. in it.
And I'll probably still buy the next one. But
I'm
when
still
I
gonna
do,
buy
I'm going to be
Syndicate,
pissed.
but
I'm not going to like it.
I'm going to put it on the
But I'm
counter.
gonna
Yeah, I'm
play
going to buy this.
I'm not gonna buy it. No, I'm not gonna buy it. Sorry.
Thank you.
Unity didn't put a bad taste. Did it put a bad taste in your mouth?
I didn't put Unity in my mouth, and
You could.
last one I played was the Liberation. That was the one
with
the
Aveline de Grandpré.
Yeah, with the female lead. There you go. See, I play games with female leads too. There you
Well,
go.
that was interesting too because you found it interesting in there how it was a black female lead character, female, so we don't get that very often. But in the game, they were treating her as if she was just a normal. Like it was supposed to be in times where racism was rampant, and she's getting invited to these.
Now? Like what? No,
She-
yeah, it
she's
was
getting
like more
invited-
slavery time, but
Yeah.
they didn't really notice her for some
She goes
reason.
into a dinner party, and the white guy's like, "Oh, would you like to sit down right here, ma'am?"
Yeah,
was
they
wearing
would've
a white
treated her
Would
like
you
that.
like iced water?
Like, where's my drink? Why didn't you come in from the back?
We asked the voice actress about that too. She was like, "You know what? I never thought about
I
that."
think it was just probably because Canadians made it.
Oh yeah, it was a
Yeah.
Canadian.
And
There
they're
was no
nice.
racism in
Yeah,
Canada.
they're so
You're
nice.
like, "What's racism?"
Canadians are so nice.
Eh?
All right. Do you think Twitch is going to kill out YouTube or YouTube's going to kill out Twitch?
YouTube's gonna murder Twitch.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything different though so far.
Look at the E3 coverage. It was night and day. You go to Twitch, you could tell they're catering to different people because when you go to twitch.tv or whatever and they're covering it, like they'll show a trailer and one guy will be like, "Oh, that game freaking blows," and like they're just like
But
regular
does that-
street
but-
hoodlums
but
is what
does
it's
that,
like.
Does that deter somebody from watching it on Twitch or something
Well,
like that?
then you go to YouTube though, and then YouTube had like a dude in a suit. They have Jeff Keighley.
Yeah, because that's really gonna. So it's pretty much whoever the biggest Twitch person is. If he goes over or she goes over to YouTube, it's just gonna be who follows who. That's
Well, I
pretty
think it's
much
going to depend on the features too, because like we talked about this on the show a couple weeks ago, and the different features that people are pissed about with Twitch, and one of them being the chat. And that chat is really frustrating. So if YouTube could do that better or do some things better than Twitch, I think they're going to come out on top easily.
We met Andre, Black Nerd Comedy. Have you guys heard of him? He's a really cool dude. We got to meet him the other day, and he had an interesting theory because when you when you go to his channel, people that stream, there's that subscribe button on YouTube Gaming, and if you click that, you subscribe to their actual YouTube channel. So gamers are getting a lot more subscriptions now with YouTube Gaming and the streaming capabilities. and people love their YouTube dollars. So I just think YouTube and partnered with Google is just going to be too powerful. Good question.
Yeah.
So powerful. What's up?
All right, so I kind of have 2 questions. My first one is, what do you think about Konami's sort of betrayal of gamers? How it's sort of going, it's like, we don't want to do games anymore, we want to do mobile gaming.
I wouldn't say it's a betrayal. I mean, it's more like a just
bad business
Well, I
decision.
mean,
just bad business decision. Yeah, I mean,
they basically like just burned
It's
all
not
their
you,
bridges
it's
and
me.
just said, you know,
See,
yeah.
well, yes.
I mean, they gave out the playable teaser for, you know, the new Silent Hills game
Yeah.
with Hideo Kojima, Guillermo del Toro, and then it basically deterred Guillermo del Toro from ever wanting to even interact with video games again.
So whatever crazy reason they think that this is a better business model than the one they were currently on,
I guess they don't like money.
they had somebody come in with some type of hard data and tell them, hey, you got to make the pachinko machine or whatever, and you'll make a lot of money. So that's basically where they're going, where they think money is. Now, as a gamer, you're going to be like, no, that's not where the money is. You know, I'm going to pay you $60 for the next, you know, Silent Hill.
Next
But
Metal Gear.
it's all up to that company. I wouldn't hold it against them, because if they need money, they'll sell those titles, and then somebody else is going to make them, and it's just going to be like you're going to get that title one way or the other. So it's not gonna. They're not dead. They're just sleeping right now.
Yeah. And my second one was just, what do you think about No Man's Sky? Do you think it's overambitious? Because like they say it's got like almost unlimited amount of planets. Do you think like most of the planets are just gonna be filled with like clones of other things, and you know?
We've talked about this.
Well, No Man's Sky is interesting because when it first came out, there was that disaster video game award where Joel McHale
Yeah.
Oh, the
hosted
VGA?
it.
Yeah, the
It was a
VGAs.
complete disaster. And then the one shining moment was this one little nerdy guy from like the UK. He was like, "Oh, I have a game for you guys, and it's called No Man's Sky." And everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is so cool!" And then PlayStation like wrapped it all up. And our point of contention is that I am okay with the fact that you'll probably never see your friends in it. He thinks it's complete garbage because he wants to band together with a group and traverse together.
I mean, in what sci-fi storyline are you kind of just the loner forever?
Metroid.
Samus Aran has the little Metroid that follows her around.
But
and
the
everything
entire
like that.
point of the game is solitude.
I
It's
mean,
always
you
guys.
still have. There's at least one other person. So I don't know if it's going to be Minecraft by myself for the longest with just
Yeah,
planet-sized mining.
That's basically my biggest fear. Is just like that it's going to be too ambitious for its own good, and it's just because there's so many planets, it's going to be too little variety in between, like, you know, all the different planets.
I enjoy the idea of playing No Man's Sky and knowing that somewhere out in the universe, Aaron is trying to find me.
That's weird.
And one day we're going to find each other. I'm just going to be in my spaceship listening to Cyndi Lauper's Time After Time, looking for this guy.
That's awful.
But you won't ever find. I mean, that's what he said. The developer said you'll never find other people.
Oh, I
so
will find you.
Whatever. Next question.
Time after time.
That was a good one. Next question.
All right, so I've got sort of a two-parter here. Going
Doesn't
back to
everybody?
weird video games, there was this quote-unquote unreleased game from Sega called the Sonic Dreams Collection. I don't know if any of you heard of that.
Sonic
And I
Dreams
think
Collection.
that fully out-weirds Hateful Boyfriend personally. I don't know. Have any of you heard of that?
I've never heard of the Sonic
I've never heard of that either.
No.
You should definitely check it out.
Is that with like knights or whatever?
It's basically a bunch of movie collections where you play as these different Sonic characters in their very weird scenarios, and the last one is the weirdest of them all.
Well,
I'm
can
gonna
you
have to
tell
check
us?
that out,
I don't
yeah.
care
Yeah,
about
that's
this
so
game.
weird.
Spoil it.
The second question is, did I miss something?
No. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right. The second question is, do you think that with the overabundance of AAA titles and independent titles that the middle ground has been eliminated? Because in the early 2000s, titles on the PS1 and GameCube, I noticed there were a lot of smaller budget middle ground titles, and we don't seem to see that anymore.
Well, because there's only like 3 companies that make AAA games, it feels like, anymore, because they're all subsidiaries of a bigger one. What are some good middle ground legitimate companies right now? Deep Silver? Is that one?
No, didn't they just get bought?
Yeah,
Yeah, they just got bought.
Yeah, so there may be no middle ground. There may just be.
Anybody, can they think of a good middle ground developer, or is this guy just 100% right? Did he nail it?
I think he nailed it.
I think he nailed it.
Yeah.
Why is that, though?
Who?
Platinum.
Platinum Games?
Platinum, yeah.
I don't know. That's
It's
a
like
big major
one in a
franchise,
giant
though.
sea.
I thought they
though,
were like
yeah.
a branch of like Capcom or something.
No, that was
Bless
Deep
you.
Silver.
Damn, no, you nailed it, dude.
So yeah, there's the rich and there's the poor, and that's what that is.
No middle
And
class no more.
Thank you for killing a lot of people's dreams.
Kobe.
So I have a question about the Soul series, like Bloodborne, Dark Souls, Demon Souls.
They're terrible.
Really?
Go ahead. Continue,
He's like,
though.
no way. You.
Continue though.
I've never heard that opinion before.
So I have just a question of where do you think the series is going? Because for my opinion, is that it's just little additions for each game. For Bloodborne, they just added guns and quicker movement from the other Soul series. Dark Souls are adding one new mechanic, the sword stance ability. I mean, I love the game to death, just like how I used to love Call of Duty, but it was just the same thing over and over and over again.
So they're Maddenizing it.
So when they come out with it year after year after year, you're going to keep getting little and, you know.
Yeah,
I saw a
that's
video
my
with
worry.
Bloodborne where somebody beat it with nothing but voice commands.
No way.
Yeah,
Really?
and he was just like move left, and his character would move left. So if it's that predictable after a while, because it used to be one of those games that's just like so frustrating, you know, the series was like, oh man, I die over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But if it's now becoming so predictable, then it's kind of like there's no way to go. But they may have plateaued, put it that way.
Okay.
So if the next one, you know, Dark Blood Souls or something comes out after this one, then I wouldn't rush to the store and go buy it. I would wait a little while and then, you know.
I think they kind of found their niche, and they got their people that are going to keep coming back.
Yeah.
And so they're just like, we don't need to try too much harder. Just give them an extra little thing to nibble on for a little bit. Because, like you said, you used to like Call of Duty. Because
Yeah.
they probably did the same thing to you. You were like, oh, this game's awesome. Then they're like, oh, one new perk.
And then think about
Cool.
it. Even though I just told you what to, you know, what you should do, you're probably still going to buy the next one when
Probably,
it comes out.
probably.
Exactly. So then, as long as you keep buying it, they're going to keep putting out little.
They already got you.
Yeah.
Vote with your dollars, as
Yeah.
we like to
Gotcha.
say on our podcast. If you don't like it, just don't buy it. And then if enough of us don't buy it, they'll either A, do stuff to make it better and make you want to buy it, or just die.
Or C, make a pachinko game. Right?
Make a pachinko game.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, you are.
You are now.
What is up?
This better
Wow,
not
that
be
was
a League
awesome.
of Legends question.
Huh?
This better not be a League of Legends
No, it's
question.
not.
Thank you.
So we don't really know much about the new Kingdom Hearts game, but they added like guns, like the gun mechanic to it. I just want to know if you think that it's like like if it's positive or negative, because Kingdom Hearts for me has always been like, oh, it's like the combination of Disney characters with Final Fantasy, and it's just like a fun, like not really like makes you think or like game that you really work for. That like frustrates you, but it's more like just a game like that's like a fun pastime. But now that they're adding this element to it, I just want to know if that's like, you think it's kind of they're running out of ideas for it, or if they like only bringing like because before they were saying with 2, they're like, oh, this is like what's left to do, and then they're making another one, but it doesn't seem like they've added much more so far.
What you got, Steven?
I mean, it's kind of difficult to come up with new ideas fresh after. I mean, how long has it been since?
A long
2?
time.
It's been a while, yeah.
A long
so I'm
time.
pretty sure they didn't go right into production of this third one. It took some time. But my guess for the whole gun situation is they're probably gonna add that as like a different type of weapon you can use. Because I think it's still keyblades.
That's very good, Steven.
Just
Yes,
changed
a gun
into-
is a different kind of
So they're
thing.
probably just like, you may not need to use it. It may not be a component that you have to use. It's probably just there extra.
I think it worked in the Fable series. I remember when Fable was like, yeah, we're adding guns. I was thinking, I don't know. It doesn't really fit. But it works in a way of like changing up what you know and love. Because Fable was awesome because you're like, oh, it's back in the day of swords. And then you see them adding these primitive guns. So you're like, oh, this is the future. It establishes that in this world, things are improving gradually. and a lot of time, like Steven says, has passed from the last one. So it's reasonable to believe that people in that universe would have crafted some sort of projectile weaponry.
And there's probably like a.
They have magic, no gunpowders.
Yeah. Well,
There's probably
can
a
everybody in
world-
that universe use magic?
Yes.
Yeah,
Everybody?
It's Disney.
It's a lot of magic.
Disney is magic.
Disney, yeah.
They built their whole
Yes.
thing over magic.
Exactly.
But it's probably a world that you'll go to where they'll use guns.
Star Wars.
Yeah, probably Star Wars. Now that Disney owns it.
Well,
so-
it was weird because like when they showed it in the trailer, they were like in like an open field area, and like the Keyblade just randomly turned into these dual wielding guns that just shot everything.
It's
with like
probably
stars,
just like a
but
magic or
It was with
something.
stars, magic, but
it's gonna be hard to believe.
You shoot
I
with
just thought it was
Jiminy
kind of
Crickets,
ridiculous
that's
that
what
they
you're
added
shooting.
that.
Disney's gonna run the world in like 2 years. So just
Disney and
by
Google.
next Kingdom Hearts, they're gonna have tanks and nukes and all this stuff.
So this is like you're saying this is like their warning that they're gonna take over the world with gigantic
Maybe.
magic tanks
This
that
is
shoot fire stars.
Shoot you right in the heart. That's it.
Okay.
Right in the heart. Kill your childhood.
Thank you.
From you guys went to E3.
Yes.
What games are you most excited about?
Let's see. Some of them
Fallout.
already came out already. I really
Fallout 4.
I've learned from my first E3 not to get that excited about games because some of them are still been like 3 years since they've come out. So and then other ones they already came out and then they disappointed me. One of them that looks really good is the Rainbow Six.
Siege.
Siege.
Yeah,
Siege.
Rainbow Six Siege is going to be really good. What is it? Blops? What are we calling it?
Black Ops?
Yeah, but that one's
Black Ops
already
3?
in alpha, beta.
It's in gamma.
That one is actually kind of got me re-interested in Call of Duty. So between those two shooters, No Man's Sky, another one. There's
Fallout
not
4.
too much. Fallout 4, of course.
It's the only game.
That's
really.
the big one.
It's the only game.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, somebody might have already asked this, but what is your all-time favorite MMORPG?
Oh, nobody did ask that.
Nobody did. That's
All-time favorite. Do you play MMORPGs?
Trials.
Oh wow. That's a tough one.
I played. Actually, that's right. If I had to choose one, the Star Wars Old Republic was really good. Yeah.
If I had to choose one, because I guess the only one that I actually had a max level. Do we really count Phantasy Star as an MMO though? Would you count Phantasy Star Online as an MMO?
Number 2.
I wouldn't count that, so I'm gonna say DC Universe Online.
Oh, that was a good
yeah,
one too. Yeah. Webb, you ever play any MMR? Does your wife let you pay monthly for video games?
I don't let myself pay monthly for video games.
Smart, smart.
That's good.
Yeah, no. 30. It's 30 now. Yeah.
Guild Wars was fun. I liked Guild Wars 1, but it was kind of broken for us because this guy over here, the sound guy, and I decided, hey, let's try crack. MMORPGs, anyways. And so we got an account. We're like, which one's free? Because we're broke high school kids. We get on it. He chooses a girl character. I'm like, dude, why are you going to play a girl? Oh, you sissy. And then the first thing, 10 minutes in, someone's like, here, have a bunch of gold. Here's an axe. Here, you want this? And then me and him just ran through the game so
I think I found
easy.
it really funny because I played Star Wars Galaxies a really long time ago, and I had a really hard time proving that I was a girl.
Yeah, because I wouldn't
So.
believe anybody online what they are.
If the sound guy was a girl, he'd be such a whore. He was dancing for gold.
Shameless.
He was a private dancer.
Steven, you got one?
I'd probably say DC. That's probably the most I spent time on. Besides WoW, and I kicked that.
Kicked
that
the habit.
junk.
That habit. That's
Good, he's recovering. Good job.
Shut up.
it's relapse.
Right. What do we got? Like. All right, yeah, we got time for the last 3 here.
I was gonna ask, have you heard of the game Evolve? I think.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Got to play that at E3, yeah.
Which one?
Evolve, remember?
Oh, when we
Yeah,
did that?
It was
okay.
it was the game that came and then went. Real fast.
It was cool. We
No,
played that
that
one
works.
with guys from Escapist, I think it was.
We played with the guys from Kotaku.
Oh, was it the dude from
Yeah,
Kotaku?
it was the guy from Kotaku.
He thought he was so badass being from
What was his-
Kotaku.
the
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, there are a lot of theories that the monsters on Sheer are actually man-made. Would you
Oh, well, I think the lore and everything like that?
Yeah.
So to say, didn't a guy make the game?
Was there a story
so
to
it's like
that
they're all
game?
man-made.
Not really. They kind of just left it for the players to find out. Like, oh, here you go. There's an Australian dude.
Yeah, I never heard any of the theories behind any lore on the game, so I'm not quite sure about that. I thought it was just run in there blindly and kill monsters. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you just woke up one day
Yep,
and
just like
monsters
The Walking
populated the
Dead.
planet.
You
Yes.
think that's air you're breathing?
It reminds me of that theory, Tetris. All the blocks, did you know they were all aliens from a...
No, I didn't.
Wow.
I didn't.
I don't know. Do you think that would make the game more interesting? 'Cause
If they were man-made.
Did you want a story?
would it make you like the game better?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, the fact that I don't know what's happening makes me want to play the game more, so I can find out. Like if they release it, so I can find out. But yeah, it would.
But
make the
But
game-
you'll never find out, right? Is there a story or cutscenes?
No.
I'll make a story for you.
There's
I'll make a
drop
story.
scenes, right?
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, there
Yeah,
you go.
I mean, but they're not really too explanatory. I mean, you find out one guy's wife dies, and that don't play poker with a robot. Other than that, not really too much you find out about
guess-
anything.
Guess the world may never know.
Give him a prize.
All right.
I'm back.
You sound so enthusiastic about it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the game that you were like super excited for and everyone hyped it up, and then when it came out you were extremely, extremely disappointed in?
Can I take this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
So a long time ago, back in 360 days,
Here we go.
there was a game called Brink.
Damn it.
Oh.
Now, before this game came out, we were all excited because they had ideas that were just amazing. Like, oh, you can peek out and shoot, and
Parkour.
Parkour
Yeah.
was like, it's never been heard of. It's been heard of, but and then the game came out. First thing I did that morning before I went to go pick it up was I checked the reviews, and I saw that they were all bad. And then I was like, what happened? And I was reading the reviews, and they just ripped it. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to pass. Years later, because I was working at a certain game store that steals your heart, I was working at a certain game store, and I was allowed to check out the game. And I checked it out, and the game was just, the mechanics were bad. AI was just dumb. So it's
Yeah,
like,
it was pretty bad.
you're shooting, and they're like running in circles. Like, what the hell? Yeah, the objectives, it was just a really terrible game. Good ideas, bad execution.
Destiny. The game tricked me into thinking, like, okay, I went to E3, and it was one of the times I learned a very valuable lesson being press guy. You go there, I was a huge fan of Halo 2. They put me getting shown how to play the game from a guy who helped develop Halo 2. And so I'm like a fan. I'm like, oh, dude, this is so cool. I love this game. And then we get on the, what do they call the Sparrow? We get on the Sparrow. I'm like, oh, so it behaves just like a ghost. He goes, no, this is not a ghost. This is a Sparrow. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. I fire a gun. I'm like, oh my God, this acts just like the shotgun. No, this is not a shotgun. This is a blast gun. And I should have known, because when I got the game, I spent months trying to convince everyone else that it was cool. And then finally it hit me, what am I doing with my life? This game is terrible.
Yeah, I got to a point to where the only
Honey
reason
pot
I was
you.
playing it is because I was too lazy to get up and put a new disc in my console. And so it just kept, all right, I'll just play Destiny.
Yeah, I was very hyped on that one. Oh, and Too Human. That was a good one too.
Yeah.
Too Human was disappointing.
Because it took them
Yeah.
20 years to make the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's it.
Watch Dogs, another good one.
All right, so you're our last question. This has to be very, very. I'm talking
Pressure's
about
on.
blowing
Yeah,
everybody
top all the
away.
other ones.
I think it looks like skinny, good-looking David Webb.
I'm not
That's
skinny.
jacked
I'm not
up.
skinny though. How do you guys feel about pre-orders, and do you think they're the reason that AAA titles are being not as good, because with the amount of pre-orders, they don't need to actually release a complete game, so they've already made their quota in money from pre-orders? So do you think pre-orders is the reason AAA titles are getting worse?
How much money do they make off the pre-orders as opposed to the game store? Are they really cashing in on this?
But I wonder if it's so much the money that they're making or they're seeing the interest in it. They don't have to worry about, oh, is the game going to sell? They see, oh, clearly it's going to sell because look how many we've already ordered.
Yeah.
Let's just put it out.
Because like before, when pre-orders weren't as big, we didn't see these issues with like bugs and glitches as much in big name, big budget titles as we do now.
I don't think it's the pre-orders that's causing all of that. I think that's the we can patch it later type of deal. Like now that the internet is now the internet is up, it's like we can make our deadline, and it's all right that there's this giant glitch. We can always patch it later, and then it never gets patched. Yeah,
I can't stand the like. Hey, if you go to GameStop, you get Ryu with a beard. If you go to Best Buy, you get Chun-Li with less clothes on.
With a beard.
With a beard. So they make you choose all these things, and it's like, you can buy them all later anyways, because we know that that's how these things are, but we do it anyways.
6 months later, you can buy a DLC that has everything.
Yeah.
You just gotta, I mean, nobody's gonna really do it, but
Mortal
just
Kombat.
not buy into all that type of stuff.
You know what you pre-order? You pre-order the games that are like going to be hard to get, like the Japanese RPGs.
Yes, all those.
That you'll never find once it goes.
Don't pre-order Madden. Don't pre-order Call of Duty, because there's going to be hundreds of copies already.
Guaranteed to have it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's kind of the way, because I think all of us but Webb sold our souls to a certain game store. And
Yeah, we all worked there. Years.
And then they tell you, like, you got to ask everyone for a pre-order. It's like, why are we going to pre-order a game that we're going to have 50 million copies of and never get rid of? So, but when someone did come in asking about a more rare game that's hard to get, then you're like, dude, you should pre-order this.
FIFA was the biggest one.
But FIFA not so much anymore.
Because
like
America.
That's,
Well, now, yeah, but when we worked
Rugby's
there,
the new FIFA. Like that's
Nobody
so
would
many people would
pre-order it,
ask
yeah.
for it. Nobody would pre-order it, and then the game would come out, and it'd be like
70 people come in,
$40,
yeah.
and it's like, oh, that's 2004's version. What?
Yeah.
Pre-order the games that you know you're not gonna find. That's AAA titles. Wait.
Tony Romo, everybody.
There you go.
All right, guys. I think that is about it for Video Game Bang. We want to appreciate everybody who showed up. If you guys want to, huh?
Said you want to appreciate everybody.
I want to appreciate all of you
One
guys.
at a time.
One at a
Stay
time.
seated.
Profile.
He's gonna handshake.
You're all going to get
We're
appreciated
gonna
so
appreciate
hard.
all of you.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Said not you, sir. You're getting a
no,
lap
not
dance.
thank you. Thank you.
We do this twice a week, not here, but
We just show up here. No one else is here.
yeah.
Break in.
But we definitely do a podcast on nerdreactor.com. We have cards too if you guys want to check us out week in, week out. We talk about everything from video games to movies,
TV
to comic
shows.
books, TV shows.
We talk romance.
Romance. We just started that. And yeah, that's it.
Twitch.tv/videogame_bang tonight at 7 o'clock. We're doing interviews with some special guests, and then we're unveiling our brand new Sacramento studio. We've been
100th
building
episode.
this studio. It's our 100th episode. We spent thousands of dollars we don't have to build this awesome studio, and we're going to unveil it tonight. So if you guys are Twitchers, we'd appreciate that. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of SacAnime.
And if you want to see our social media, we have cards up front.
We have cards.
So if you guys want to get one,
We don't get paid to do this stuff, people. We just do it because we love you.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
stand up and take a.